Hey guys, welcome back to Hanging Out with Lori. I am hoping you can hear me over the truck that is sitting outside. Usually he comes in, he parks, and he goes away. It seems like he has stepped away. I don't know why his vehicle is still there. And since I need to film, we're gonna film, and I'm going to hopefully remove that from the video. I hope you guys are doing well. I am sweating. It's really not hot here today, but it's somewhat muggy, and I don't know why, because it hasn't rained. But it's muggy and I am sweating, so this beautiful glow is not healthy skin. It's just that I'm sweating to the oldies. Maybe I'm the oldies. Today we are doing a full face using products I am panning. This is just my way of visiting the products that I'm working on, see where I'm at in them, kind of let you see where I'm at with them, how I'm trying to incorporate them into my daily routine, and just kind of talk to you about what's going on, not just with my products, but in life in general, things like that. My tremor today is pretty wild, so don't mind if you see my hands going all over the place or me taking out my eyeball. Just ignore it. That's what I do. I am not panning any type of eyeshadow primer, so I'm just using this e.l.f. eye primer in sheer because it's what I was able to get my hands on with this shake. Do you guys like my nails? I was prepping for my second installment of my nail polish collection, and I just started polishing, putting polish on of different colors, and I had two other colors on. Both of them were on my pointer finger, which I found weird, but they completely flaked off. I had just a little bit on this finger and then like half on this finger, and so I just covered the colors up with different polishes, and I'm decluttering those two because I do not want nail polish that can't even withstand a day. The only thing I did was take a shower, and that was almost 24 hours after I had put it on, so it shouldn't have come off. I am panning my Mirabella Visionary eyeshadow, and in fact I think the last time I used this was with you guys on when I last did a get ready with me using the products that I'm panning. That's not good because I think I did that back in June. I tried to do this monthly, but it kind of fell to the wayside for a little bit. Well, my whole life kind of fell to the wayside for a little bit in July through the beginning of August. And I'm trying to get back into a routine, but holy Toledo. You know how once you fall out of a routine, how hard it is to get back into it? Yep, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So I love the Visionary eyeshadow. It's a cream to powder. It's a really cool eyeshadow. It's not like a super shock shadow. It has a different consistency. It does have kind of a sheen in the pot, but once you put it on your eye, it's definitely a matte. I'm also working on Drift by Colourpop and Okay by Colourpop. I'm just going to take Drift and tap it on the outer part of my lid. I like Drift. I think Drift is gorgeous, but I have a hard time remembering to use Drift. Having a satin in my Partners in Cream project because that's where I'm working on my on most of my Super Shocks is I'm now to the point where I think I will just not pull in satins or mattes for that project, just so I can get use on more products, and maybe just kind of make an effort to pull satins or mattes, you know, a couple of times a week to work on them, so it doesn't slow me down in my progress of using my Super Shocks, but I still get some use on them. Does that make any sense, or am I making excuses? For some reason I have stopped sweating like a pig, so that's good. And I really don't understand that expression. Anybody know why we make that expression? Because pigs don't sweat, right? If I remember correctly, it's been a hot minute since I've had a pig in my life, but if I remember correctly, they don't sweat. If any of you know, let me know. I am interested. Oh no, okay, I am not going to hold okay up. It looks like it's starting to break up again. I had it all pressed into the corner of its little house here, and it looks like it has broken up some. That just stinks. That just stinks. So July, I didn't wear makeup a whole lot. I tried, but I just didn't. And August, I'm finally trying to get back into it. But for the first few days, I didn't. I think it was the 6th was the first day I had filmed in a couple of weeks. So I'm trying to, you know, get back in the groove, and with not just wearing my project pan items, but also just in the groove of playing with my makeup. So yesterday I played with lipsticks. I was downstairs and I ran upstairs, grabbed some, and took them downstairs and played with them. Took my mirror down there. Oh, I'm going to take my single eyeshadows that are in my panning solitaire. I had talked to you guys about how I hadn't worked on these forever, and I haven't, but I have these ones. And so I'm just going to work on my single, and then I'll work on my doubles, because I really like that project and I want to support my friend Erin, who created that project. So I found this. This was not the one, these were not the eyeshadows I knew I had set aside. These were the ones that were MIA, and I found this when I was doing some rearranging. And so now that I have it, I am just using this eyeshadow by Anastasia right here. It's fresh, and I'm just setting my eyeshadow primer. Now I am taking my BH Cosmetics Afternoon Rendezvous palette, and I am taking this shade right here, and I am just going to dust it in my transition and crease. I love this palette. I mean, if you can't tell how much I love this palette, it's just one of the best palettes I've ever owned. I love the color story in it, but I really like the formula of specifically this palette. I have other palettes that are this size, you know, they're 16 pan mini. They're mini pan palettes, and not all of them, I will say not all of them are consistent across the board formula wise. Some of them, I wouldn't say horrible, but they're not exceptional, if you get my drift, which I know you do. So yeah, but this one is by far my favorite out of their 16 mini pan palettes. I like their mini Zodiac palettes. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I really like them. At least the ones I have. And maybe I have some good ones. I don't know. I really need to clean my brushes. If any of you would like to come and clean my brushes, you're more than welcome. It's just, it's something I do not think about. And when I think about it, it's usually because I really need to clean brushes. Okay, I'm going to take this shadow here and put it in my crease. And it's getting to the point where it's starting to get dusty because it's about ready to break. And once these eyeshadows hit pan, they kind of poof into thin air, which is nice for panning, but not so nice if you really like the color and want it to hang out for a while. Like, I really liked this one right here, and it did that to me. Then I have these three, same with those, but not as much as this one. I tried to get as much out of it as possible. That's why I have all this purple stain all over. Do any of you have Afternoon Rendezvous or had Afternoon Rendezvous? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you think it was good? Did you find that the eyeshadows went poof on you when you started to hit pan? Or is that just me and I'm losing my mind kind of issue? Which is always a possibility. Always a possibility. I have like this Neapolitan ice cream thing going on my eyeball. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Okay, I know I put okay down, but I'm actually going to take this shimmer shade here and put it over okay also. Maybe. Well, I did, but I'm not sure I'm liking it. It's very light. I didn't think it was that light. I didn't know. I may have to go back over it with okay. Because I'm not sure I like it. I'm going to take this shimmer shade here that's just a little darker and put it in between and see what I think. Am I like killing this look? You could say yes. I would agree. I am panning the shade Come and Get It by Colourpop. I want to say in my Wizard of Panning project, I think. And so I'm just going to warm that up. I'm still not liking it as much as I liked. Okay. So I am going to take okay and go back over it. I do like the Come and Get It more than that brown though. Okay. Alright. It's much better with Come and Get It. You guys like my dress? I got it from Walmart. I purchased 4 dresses, 2 shirt dresses, and then these 2 t-shirt dresses. And I got them, I guess the button-up shirt dresses were just a little bit more, maybe $12, but these I got for less than 10. I want to say they were like $8.98 or something. And they're so comfortable. The only thing I don't like about them are these dilly hangles here. They just annoy me because they're swinging. Let's move on and put on our face primer. This is Ciate London's Watermelon Burst hydrating primer. I am panning this in my Fall For You project pan. I highly doubt I will finish it, but you never know. You never know. Okay, I got a lot more of those beads than I have the other times I've used it. But I still didn't feel them pop, which I was expecting. While I let that sink in, I am going to line my eyes. I am going to use my Radial eyeliner. It's a brown eyeliner. I'm also panning this in the Fall For You project. And I'm just going to go on the outside of my lid. This is my Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener that I am working on in my, oh look, it rolls up today. It didn't the other day. That's funny. In my hashtag Partners in Cream project. And then I just used my JCat Beauty eyeliner in my waterline and then on the inner part of my lid. Okay, let's put on some Kosas Tinted Face Oil. And I have it in tone 3, if any of you are wondering. I put between 5 and 6 drops in my hand. And then you just pat it into your skin. And the nice thing with this, the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Primer, is it has a grip to it, and it just kind of lets me manipulate the tinted face oil without the oil sinking right into my skin, so it gives me a little bit of slip, but it grabs it enough that I don't have it like running down my face, or, you know, parts of the oil being darker in one spot. Now, tone 3 is not dark whatsoever. It was the shade match that Sephora picked for me, and I think it's a good shade match. I think it was pretty darn close. Now, if I have a tan, I think it looks pretty light, but the rest of the year, yeah, I think it looks really good. I had mentioned that I think I had found a concealer to work with Kosas because I have such a problem with it pilling on me, and not just with primers but with concealers as well. The concealer that I tried with my Kosas is Almay's Clear Complexion Concealer, and I have it in the shade Light, and the last time I used it, it worked beautifully with the Kosas and Ciate London's primer, so I'm hoping today it does as well. I am not panning this. In fact, I'm not panning any concealers. I am trying to use up a couple, however, but I don't like them enough to put in a project, meaning I'm using them because I want them used up, but I don't like them, and I don't want to be committed to only using them when I don't like them. I know a lot of people put products that, you know, they don't like and want to get used up into projects, and I do the same, but the one I'm using right now, my Too Faced Born This Way, I'm not a fan of it, and while I am trying to use it up, and I do use it, I don't want to be stuck with only using that, and so I don't want to put it in a project because, for instance, I really like this Almay concealer, and I haven't used it for, well, I used it when I was playing with my Kosas and the Ciate London, but I hadn't played with it since I used it, well, right after I did my Walmart video. I used it in that video. It was part of that video. And then I played with it for about a week after that, and then I started panning concealer, so I haven't really played with it. And I really like this, and I don't have really an opinion on my Fit Me concealer, but I like it better than my Too Faced. And it's really the color of the Too Faced concealer that I'm not a fan of. That's really the issue with it. And it makes my face look really cakey on my under eye. I am working on my Model's Own cream highlighter and I'm just using this big stippling brush because it's what I used last week and I don't want to dirty another brush, and I forgot to wet a sponge again. I am also working on this in my hashtag Partners in Cream project. It's one I've added. It's not my favorite cream bronzer, but for summer it'll work. And I have another bronzer in my Fall For You project. That wasn't very good planning, but that one is a duo where I have both the cream and the bronzer and the blush in this project. So as long as I'm working on one of them, I'll be okay with my mind. In my mind. But I like this one for summer because it gives me a little glow, and while I'm not one for glowy bronzers, it does look nice. I will give it that. I didn't give you the name of this. This is NYX's Bright Idea Illuminating Stick, and this is in the shade Sun-Kissed Crush. Okay, my e.l.f. Aqua Blush and Bronzer Duo. I can't remember what the words are after Aqua. I don't know why it just doesn't stick in my mind. I'm just using the same brush, and I'm going in with the blush. I love the creaminess of this duo. Both of them are very creamy, but they dry down to a powder. But you can get just a nice flush with these. You know, it is kind of a striking color. I mean, look at it in the pan. It's pretty forward thinking. I mean, look at that bad boy. But if you just kind of work with it, especially with a sponge, it buffs out really beautifully. It just kind of sinks into the skin. Now, I do like going over cream products with a sponge to help them sink in, and I would if I had wet my sponge, but since I didn't and I'm too lazy to get up, I'm just gonna have to live with it today. I guess I got three. I got this one, my blue tie-dye one, and then I got a fuchsia dress. I forgot about that one. It has 3/4 sleeves, so I haven't worn it yet. But man, this summer, I'm not a dress girl. I've never been a girly girl. And if these had lace on them, I definitely wouldn't wear them. Well, I wouldn't buy them in the first place because I know me. But I have worn dresses out the wazoo this year, and that's not like me. I forgot to use a product. Oh well. We will move on. I am going to use my, what is it called? Champagne Pop by Becca. I'm not panning a bronzer, so I just grabbed Fenty Beauty's In the Sun. The blush I have been working on this whole year is looking pretty fancy. This is the Body Shop's Marshmallow. I love this blush, but sometimes I have to mix it with other blushes because it's such a cool tone. I am going to take my Wet n Wild Hello Haylighter blush lighter. This is in the color After Sex Glow. I don't get the name. But I'm just taking the blush side and just kind of warming up that marshmallow. I'm going to go off camera and use my Cella Tantalizing Taupe brow cream that I am panning in my A to Z project and put on some mascara, and I will be right back. I don't know what my neighbor's doing now, sorry guys. I'm just taking this eye brightener again and putting it back under my brow bone, or on my brow bone. I need to get my brows done so bad, and I'm using it in my inner corner. And for lips, I am just using my Clinique Chubby Stick. It's almost done. I can't roll it up anymore. So this is it. This is my look using my products I'm panning. I think right now I have a nice kind of rhythm and vibe with the products that I am panning that are a collective of multiple projects, and they make a beautiful look, I think. I really like this look, and I like the products that are in my projects at the moment, so yeah, I'm liking it more now at the end, here at mid-August, then, or is it late August? Yeah, it's late August than I was earlier in the year. I think because I have added some, and it's just, I just really like what I can create with the products that I'm currently panning. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please take good care, be safe, be smart, and I will talk to you soon.